Hello, everyone. Welcome to Geeky and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, and I'm here with today's edition of 90 Day Oy Vey. Brian is really upset, and Statler is sounding more delusional than usual. And let's hop right into this one. So, Brian is really upset. Okay. He posted this to his story, first of all, today, which says, when people can't control you, they try to control how people view you. And then he posted a couple of reels, which I'm going to share with you guys now. So, yeah, Brian seems to be really upset at someone, and I wonder if it has anything to do with a post and my video that came out yesterday, but I will get into that in a second. So here is Brian upset.
You. They team up with another person that doesn't like you. And before you know it, there's a whole slew of people that hate you. But here's the thing, those people, they don't even like each other. They're only gathered because of you. See how powerful you are?
I don't give a fuck if you try to bring up my past just to hurt me. I've made amends and I'm moving forward. You can sit with it and look fucking stupid, or you can take some notes and learn something to make your life better. You're welcome, motherfucker.
So, yeah, as you can tell, he seems to be very upset about something here, but then he puts the mask back on and he's back to charming, wheelchair bound, oh, pity me, Brian. Okay, so now check this out.
If I gave you money, would you give me a coffee?
Yeah.
Kind of got stiff on this one.
Whatever is easiest.
Do you want coffee or you want Red Bull?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Okay, I have to mute some music here. But here's Brian doing some papa wheelies in his wheelchair. Brian filming a little bit.
Yeah, you want to make your way up there? Yeah.
And then an old throwback picture. I'm assuming that the filming that Brian was showing and him in the green room, getting his hair done and all that, that's old stuff. That was when, he started filming the season and such. But like I said, I wonder if this young lady has anything to do with his rage. In case you don't know what the hell I'm babbling about, Mary Pants did a post yesterday that busted Instagram open, okay? It exposed Brian for his manipulation, his stalking, the affairs that he had. He is still married to Fran. Fran is his fourth wife, in case you're wondering what the fuck I'm talking about. And he's basically allegedly refusing to divorce her. He's dragging out the divorce proceedings, I should say, because he doesn't want to split assets 50-50 in Brazil. But as Mary Pants's post exposes, he was actually using her for Brazilian citizenship so he could get the perks of Brazilian citizenship, such as a bank account, some credit cards that he stuck Fran, the fourth wife, with. And not only did he stick her with bills, he would harass her online. And then when they were filming by the beach, as we see on Sunday, Fran lives 4 buildings away from where Brian's apartment is. And according to Fran, the apartment is not accessible, like Brian claimed. The reason why he wanted to stay in the apartment, because it was more accessible for him. Fran says that's bullshit. So he basically went to film there. She was contacted by production, and she refused. They wanted to do like a love triangle story. It's ridiculous. So if you guys haven't checked out Mary Pants' post on the gram, please do. It's filled with juicy, juicy tea. Okay. And I have a feeling this is not the last that we have heard from Fran. Okay. She has stayed silent, like she said, for 3 years, and she's not staying quiet anymore. So, um, Brian, you could be mad all the fuck you want, but Fran is not going to stay silent. So, moving on to another douchebag on the season of B90, because we know Brian is the ultimate douche. We have Lauren, who actually tried to humanize himself on the gram by posting family pictures and throwback pictures of him and his daughter. Okay, which actually did humanize him in my eyes for a minute. And check out these comments though. So someone asks if that's your daughter. He says yes, that's Ireland. And the person replies, her name is Ireland, she's really beautiful. And then Lauren replies, can't wait for a live stream or TV reunion. Then he explains who's in the family pictures. Lindsay and Shayla, his sisters, are above me. And the far left is my cousin Miranda. And then somebody else says, oh, you can tell she loves her dad. So sweet, she's your little twin. And he says, me and her get along great. It's been 2 years too long. So, like I said, this post actually humanized Lauren in my eyes for about a half a second. Okay, until I remembered that he was trying to move to the Philippines to allegedly ditch child support. Then he went back to the douchebag that he is in my eyes. So, Faith says, that she's in the mood to sit by a beach and watch the waves come in. And now it's cameo season with Christmas right around the corner. So don't forget you could get a cameo from Faith if you want. Moving on, it looks like it wouldn't be an edition of Oy Vey without a Renee random rant. Try to say that 3 times fast. So Renee says, you protect somebody who's behaving like a demon because of a disability and you feel sorry. The devil has a lot of disabilities. Do you feel sorry for him? I appreciate those that can see through the hell smoke enough to see through his tormented mess. He's blind. He has no money to think of everything he did for the last 5 years to try to keep this white woman hooked. So I would like to thank Luke on IG for having this in his story because, as you guys may or may not know, Renee has me blocked. And so moving on, we have Tiger Silly and Adnan. That is my new name for her. Thank you so much to the subscriber that wrote in my comments that her name is Tiger Silly. That's it. Tiger Silly and Adnan. Someone asks her, would you allow him to have, no, does he have a second wife? And she says no. He knows that I would him. And I just want to know what is up with the watermelon blanket. So Adnan seems really comfortable in the States with Tiger Silly. Just saying. So now moving on, we have Magda and Joey, who are a good looking couple. You got to give it to these two. They may be a shit show, but they're a good looking couple. Then we have Vanja and Bruno, not Bojo, Bruno. You heard me right. So first of all, let's start off with Vanja's question and answer sesh. Okay. Her How have you handled the online chaos surrounding 90 Day Fame? I am super appreciative of all the love and support I've gotten online. I like to focus on the positive feedback. I try not to look at negative comments. It can get pretty brutal out there. So, she says one of her favorite or memorable gift you got as a kid. And here she posts a flashback picture of her. During the war, at some point, an Italian military H truck came in carrying toys. When I saw it, I couldn't contain my happiness. All the kids were ecstatic. I wound up getting an all yellow doll with hair made out of wool. It gave me so much comfort during very difficult times. Are you on the nice or naughty Santa list this year? Ha ha, it's all relative. I suppose it could go either way. So someone asked her, would you date Bruno? You two would be amazing together. Ha ha, I've gotten so many comments about him. He's a cutie though. Why would you put Bozo on blast in front of his friends, even though he deserved it? So she says, I didn't look at it as if I put him on blast. I saw this as an opportunity to get to know him and his thought process a little better from people who knew him the best. I wanted to get his friends' input on what was going on. So I don't know about you guys, but I think any one of the three Bozo friends would have been a better match than Bozo is. Bozo's a fucking clown. Okay. So let's get to know a little bit more about Bruno, the 7 foot tall guy. So Bruno, yes, he is actually seven feet tall. He is 7'3". He was born in 1980 in Split, Croatia, and he went to school in Massachusetts. So he has played for a shitload of foreign and a handful of NBA teams, including the Knicks, okay, my New York Knicks, the Cavaliers, the Lakers, and of course, his hometown of Split, okay. Bruno was married. Unfortunately, sadly, his wife Marina passed away in 2022. So that is the story behind Bruno, Bozo's 7 foot friend. So Monday night we had the part one of the tell-all from 90 Day Fiance the other way, and Shekinah was not happy at all, and this woman, DD, was the reason why. So she kind of took the opportunity to, and I don't care what she says, do a mean girl move and post a selfie of DD. She insists that it's not a mean girl move. She says, sorry, but the mean girl move was coming on a show and trying to make a woman doubt her man by showing old texts and pics from before they even met when she's already bombarded daily with ghosts from his past. What kind of therapist does that? I shared a pic of her, one that she posted on her own IG, and that makes me a mean girl. I bet if she shared one of me, that wouldn't be mean though, right? Did you have issues with DD prior? The anger was misdirected, I feel. No, not at all. Sarpa have reached out to her about doing therapy for us. That's why there was a text on her phone from him 2 years ago saying, are you in Turkey or LA? He put her in touch with producers then, but she wasn't used for our therapy session, but they brought her onto the tell-all way later instead. You didn't see the whole scene, but she was sitting there telling me over and over that Sarpa wouldn't cheat on me and that he is an honest person. I know that already, obviously. But what got to me is that her, a one night stand, telling me, his girlfriend of almost 3 years, what he would or wouldn't do, like she knew him better than me. I put up with a lot and finally walked off the stage. So someone else asked her, um, thoughts when you saw her scrolling through their combos since you weren't on the stage? I didn't see it until last night, and no, I didn't care. That was all before I met him. We all have a past. Of course, it sucks to have it keep seeing his, but I chose this life. So, do you follow DD on IG to get her picture to share, or did you just creep and crop? Apparently, she's been following me for years. Just found out last night when I saw her in the comments on 90 Day account looking for attention. Whose personality were you surprised by the most? I was most surprised by Corona. I thought she would be kind of loud and a little obnoxious, but she isn't at all. She's outspoken and funny, but also knows how to connect with people and is a genuine person. I really like her. She shows off the ring again. Um, Someone says down talking about Dee Dee's appearance doesn't show the confidence you claim you have. Hi, I never talked down on her appearance. That convo was way long, and you guys only saw a few minutes of it. Me saying I'm leaving the stage until whatever that is off the screen meant I don't know what she is, because that she was supposedly a one night stand, ex, his therapist, or friend, completely confusing what she was to him, and she was just brought there to upset me. It worked, of course, because I was not going to sit there and let someone who barely knows my man tell me about him like she knows him better than I do. Walk off or pop off, and I think I chose the more mature option. So now we are addressing the elephant in the room. If you were in a statistician, what other profession would you have been interested in? Probably a professional butter eater. Okay, but how hard is it to eat a full stick of butter? Was it easy right away? Who the fuck wants to eat a full stick of butter? Not me. We never eat the full stick of butter. A few bites here and there and throughout the day to stay in ketosis. Maybe a half a stick total by end of the day. Now, just in case you were wondering, what's her favorite kind of butter? Must be salted and grass fed. So I wonder if they're going to have like a butter spread at this joint birthday party that they're throwing for themselves. If you want to join them at their birthday celebration and check out the joint spread of butter, I guess. I don't know. So if you guys haven't checked out my recap for part one of the tell all for The Other Way, please do. And remember, a stick of butter a day allegedly keeps the doctor away, according to Sarper and Shekinah. So moving on, we have a rare picture of Tata smiling. Look at this. She's actually smiling and not crying. Now, I want to know, is everything okay with Lily? Okay, I'm sort of worried. So let me share this with you guys. Um yeah. Lily, is everything okay?
Hello everyone, I'm Lily. Nice to meet you. How are you? I'm feeling so bad right now. Feeling so bad. What should I do?
So she's feeling so bad. What should she do? And I'm like, okay. Look, she put crying emojis and everything. I mean, is she feeling so bad that she still hasn't gotten any from Josh? Is that what it is? Like, what is happening, Lily? Is everything okay? So now, Statler is sounding more delusional than usual. Okay. And I don't mean this to be a mean girl. I'm just stating facts. So Statler posted this to her story, and we already knew this, that she was asked not to come to the tell-all, partially because she had violated her NDA before the season even started, and partially because she's been a boil on Matt Sharp Entertainment's ass since before the season started, with numerous reasons, including accusing them of stealing her 90-day house idea, fighting with a whole bunch of cast members. I mean, you guys know what Statler's been doing. So she put this up, thinking about In Touch Weekly writing an article claiming they think I'm not at the tell-all because I revealed things before they were aired. If that was the case, half a 90 Day Fiance wouldn't have made it to their tell all. It's because I spoke out against the manipulation tactics and the legal shit that Sharp Entertainment 90 Day franchise does. There's only has one other person who hadn't been invited in the entire history of 90 Day. It's an honor to be the first to cut my puppet strings, and I'll keep speaking out about it. Revealing the reality of reality TV on the new podcast, The Tell All Pod. Then she shares a reel, how she went to New York to support her fellow The Other Way castmates, when they were all gathered in New York for the reunion, even though she wasn't invited to the reunion. Okay, so she went out there, moral support. They're all hanging out. You see Corona's braids everywhere. Okay, great time. So now this is where I'm like, okay, Statler, you, I don't know. So she says, so as y'all probably know, 90 Day Sharp Entertainment has many news sources, podcasters, and meme accounts that are in their payroll. They even run Reddit as they moderate the major threads. This has all been confirmed by people that work for Sharp 90 Day. Not saying names, not trying to get anyone fired. They can do they do this so they can manipulate and control the narrative. And they do a great job succeeding. This isn't just true for 90 Day, but with most of media. So I'm like, okay, so where are these meme pages and podcasters and YouTube channels that are getting paid to promote a narrative? Because I'm not on the payroll. I can't even get a fucking interview with 90 Day cast members that are currently under contract. I have to wait for their contract to be expired and their NDA to be up before they could come to my channel. So where the fuck are my puppet strings, Statler? Do not generalize. See, that is what gets under my skin about her. She generalizes all meme accounts, all podcasters, all YouTube channels. Where's my check from Sharp, if that's the case? Then she goes on to say, it's exactly how they produce the show as well. Instead of focusing on the real story, they go with what they already written. Great example of that on the podcast. Some examples of it now. You probably noticed Dee and I haven't been featured on 90 Day page in ages since they uninvited me to the reunion. Yeah, no shit. Okay. Certain podcasts stopped covering TOW abruptly. Well, I know I stopped covering The Other Way halfway through the season, partially because I couldn't keep awake through it, and partially it was boring the fuck out of me. But I still cover it in my oy vey's, and I still babble on about all the shows. So I don't know what she's talking about. Certain meme accounts steer clear of us. No, I'm not bitter. I'm just trying to show y'all how much money and effort they put into controlling their narrative. They can't be, they can't have me believe because I'm a whistleblower and a threat to their bad business ways. I've said over and over that when it comes to Statler's trying to get her message across, sometimes she is just so fucking loud that her message gets lost. Okay? So she puts up a Screen Rant article, which is something like I call as a filler bullshit article. Okay? So she's upset with In Touch. She's upset with Screen Rant. Well, Statler, I have news for you. I've been babbling about this shit for over a year on how In Touch, when they have a narrative, they want to stick to that narrative, i.e., Molly, Kelly, and Cynthia. Okay? I mean, Statler, there's other examples out there that this has been going on for a while, and it's not only you. And you are being so loud and accusatory that your message is getting drowned into what is now starting to sound like delusions. Okay? I know a lot about behind the scenes shit, what has been done to cast members, not only on 90 Day, but another Sharp Entertainment show, Love After Life After Lockup. And if you think the shit flows down on 90 Day, there is shit pools everywhere over at Love After Life After Lockup. And I actually have receipts and timeline and proof. But I digress. So I think Statler, once again, needs to take a deep breath, take a step back, strategize on how she wants to get her message across, because I get her message. But generalizing is just making her sound delusional. And seeing Dempsey living her best life, asking for recommendations for when she goes to South Africa, I bet is not helping things either. But like I said, Statler is starting her new podcast. Okay. And I hope, this brings her the closure that she needs and it gives her meaning. And I really do wish her nothing but the best. But I think that, she just needs to take a step back and just understand that this has been happening for a while. Okay. And that's the media machine of reality TV, Statler. Go and make your difference, but chill. Like, for example, Michael fake news. There is Michael fake news everywhere. I mean, it just like does not stop. So apparently Michael is getting a Netflix series. Did you guys know that? Apparently he's getting a Netflix series. I said, oh no, I have to hit him up and ask him, because if he's getting a Netflix series allegedly entitled Surviving Angela, I want a small part because I survived Angela too. So I DM'd him. We got a good laugh out of it, but it's fake news. Now, many of you guys will see, posts and videos from Hollywood Access. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. It's not Access Hollywood like we see on TV. It's Hollywood Access. Okay. It's one of those clickbait accounts. And don't get me wrong, some of the videos on this account are fucking hysterical, but like this one that they uploaded yesterday or the day before, 90 Day Fiance Michael is misspelled, buys a house for his mom and his sister. As we all know, Michael's mom passed away 2 years ago. But like I said, some of the videos on here are fucking hysterical, okay? It says, prisoners welcome Angela. Angela escapes jail. Okay. There is Angela beaten in jail. Angela apologizes to Nigeria. Some of these videos are fucking hysterical. But when it's too good to be true, or if it's from Hollywood Access, assume 99% of the time it is fake news. I see these. Some of you guys send it to me to ask me if it's true. I get a good laugh. I say no and I move on. I mean, I understand your frustration, Statler. Trust me, I fucking get it. And by the way, I just want to say, if my smoking and cursing bothers you, triggers you in any way, maybe I'm the wrong channel you're watching and you need to be watching one of those clickbait channels that don't even show a face and it's a robotic voice, because here you're going to get authentic Mary who curses and smokes. And I would smoke now if I could find my lighter, but that's a whole nother story. So I just want to say, because I've been getting, quite a few of these messages about me smoking and cursing on my own channel. If smoking and cursing bothers you, maybe you should watch one of those robotic clickbait channels. Thanks in advance. So, anyway, Riley is another one who can testify on how fucked up Sharp Entertainment's practices are. Statler, we know that Sharp Entertainment is fucked up and shady, but I don't know, you're going about trying to get your message out the wrong way. So Riley posted this to his story yesterday, and it really, upset me to see this. Selling off items that you worked so hard for so you can make your mortgage because of something you signed 2 years ago is absolutely wild. That entity straight up threw someone's character and good name under the bus for ratings. I'm not a perfect man, but I didn't deserve this. I signed and I have to take accountability for that, I guess. Then he says, hey, person from Sharp that loves pizza and watches all my posts, tell your leadership that a private acknowledgement and apology will go a very long way with me. But I want it from leadership, not a worker bee. I get that, Riley. I get that. I know that their hubris won't allow them to do it, but I'm putting that olive branch out there. Riley lost his federal government job due to his appearance and the way that they characterized him on the show, I guess. So Riley's venting. He didn't realize it was going to make such a stir, but he's venting. He's still pissed the fuck off. And even Riley told Statler to shut the fuck up, that she was going about it the wrong way. So before I wrap up this edition of 90 Day Oy Vey, Shida, who is at the almost very end of her pregnancy, okay, is dealing with sleepless nights, horrible heartburn, trolls on the internet talking about her lips, and it looks like, unfortunately, her stepchildren's mother is not cooperating with a cohesive co-parenting, I guess. So as you can see here, Shida says, um, okay, she posts, dear ladies and gents, when you walk away from a relationship, be prepared to face your replacement without getting jealous. That can't be a father figure to your son, taking him for practice, haircuts, the movies, and picking him up for school, or even a mother figure to your daughter, etc. When you make the decision to leave, also make the decision to face the consequences. And someone says, girl, I'm a stepmother, and after I had a baby with my husband, his child mother was terrible towards us. All we can do is pray for them. And she says, join the club. Unfortunately, that's how it is when you're dealing with immature mental ill people. Pray for them, yes. Whoa. Moving on, I would be so happy if I never see these two on my screen again. So I really could not care less if Mahu, or whatever the hell his name is, hates reality TV. Something else that raises my blood pressure. Gino simply reposted the post that David did about missing his friends, Gino and Jasmine. And next thing you know, I see a bunch of clickbait stories that Gino posted a shocking picture of Jasmine. Are they back together? No. Sophie, who by the way has me blocked, has her OnlyFans and her puppy to keep her company. And then we have Chantel, who is basically unrecognizable to me, okay? And Pedro's family with Nicole, who is unrecognizable. We have Ed, who was unfortunately given the privilege of being a presenter at the American Reality Awards show. I'm like, oh, please. And it's good to see Rose, who's been on live lately, selling her beauty products. She has a store in the Philippines. So it's, really good to see her. She had a health scare a couple of weeks ago. She was in a hospital. Originally, they thought it was something with her appendix, and it turned out to be a UTI. So I'm glad everything is doing okay with her. And I just have to say, why, E. Scott, why? And before I wrap up this edition of Oy Vey, I need to send along a message from Uncle John. He has a little bit of advice. Okay, so here's some advice, a message from good old Uncle John.
Well, hello, everyone, and happy Monday. Well, we got Pillow Talk tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. And come check out me and my bro. We got Kimberly and Jamal coming in. And, we had a good time, so I'm sure you guys will, too. Now, what I got going on over here is Johnny's making his famous rice pudding because Johnny's in the doghouse again. So I'm making Megan's favorite dish. And yes, to stop the yeah. Just go in there and start cooking something. And then she enjoys the meal. So it gives you about 2 hours of freedom. You know what I'm saying? And then, make up, kiss up, all that good stuff. So tip of the day, learn how to cook, guys, because they love it.
Tip of the day, learn how to cook, guys. So that's some advice from Uncle John before we go. And I just would like to ask you guys to please follow, okay, my good friend Little Luke on the gram. He has been producing these funny AF memes of children book covers. Here's one featuring Corona and Inky. Fuck the hell off. We have Lauren and Faith. Why are you such a dog shit? And the classic. Oh shit, I crushed my balls featuring Josh. So, thank you so much, guys. Remember, the more you weigh, the harder you are to kidnap. So, stay safe, eat cake. Thank you for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Hit that like button. Share my video with a friend or 10. No, I haven't forgotten my B90 recap. I just haven't gotten to it because I can't stay awake during the whole show. Just saying. And share my video with a friend or 10. Hit the like, subscribe, and consider joining my membership. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Until next time.